Want to turn your architectural dreams into reality? Autodesk Revit is the answer. Imagine having all your design tools in one powerful software. With Autodesk Revit, you can create detailed 3D models, generate accurate construction documents, and collaborate seamlessly with your team. Intuitive interface makes it easy to learn and use even if you're new to BIM. Need to make changes? No problem. Revit's parametric components adjust automatically, saving you time and reducing errors. And with its cloud collaboration features, you can work on projects anytime, anywhere. From conceptual design to construction, Autodesk Revit streamlines your process, boosts your productivity, and brings your architectural visions to life. Ready to transform your design game?
Hello everyone, this is Fadi. In this tutorial we are going to introduce a small tutorial or small course for beginners for Revit 2025. In this tutorial we will start by introducing the recent file screen that we will face when open Revit, or when Revit opened. We will have this screen, which is the recent file screen. As you see, we have here models, which are the projects and the recent projects that we worked on. And by default, when you install your Revit, you will have samples from the Autodesk company that include architecture, structure, electrical, HVAC, and the plumbing for the mechanical models. And also we have families here. In Revit, generally we have two kinds of files that we work on, which are the models and the families. Families like the blocks in other 3D projects or other 3D programs. here, and we will talk about that later. But if I select a component, it will give the properties of the selected component in Revit. Under here you can see the project browser of this project. So in the project browser you can see the default for the templates you are working on. First we have the plans, which are the floor plans that is related to architectural plans, and also we have structural plans if you want to work the structural and the architectural at the same model. We have the ceiling plans, the 3D views, elevations, and also when you create a section it will also automatically create a new category for sections. We have legends, schedules, quantities, sheets, families, groups, and so on. So here is the project browser that you can operate your navigation from a view to view from here. So this is enough for this video. We have talked about the recent file screen and also the ribbons, tabs, and the ribbons context. Now we will talk about the quick access bar. As you see here in the upper side of Revit, you can see some symbols here. This is a quick access bar, we called it, and as you see we can save, we can open, we can synchronize or print or doing anything, and it's called quick access because we can directly go without going to any ribbon and go to the command here. So this is the quick access. So we can customize this quick access. If I go here to the arrow here, down arrow here, you can see that I can add anything. For example, if I click on new, you can see that it adds the new tab here in the quick access bar. Also, if I go and go to the down arrow here, I can customize the quick access bar from this button. So if I click here, you can see this is the new window that I have. So I can, for example, click on open, move it up. If I move it up, it will here came in the first of the quick access, open, and then new. So this is up to you. You can arrange the quick access bar as you want from here. You can also add a separator. For example, if I click here and add a separator, it will give me this separation from this redo and the print. You can categorize your commands as you want from here, or you can delete any of them from here, or you can delete the separator from here. So this is up to you. You can arrange your quick access bar, and this is very helpful, especially if you want to have a quick access to these commands and these ribbons, let's say. Also, let's say if we want to add more and more quick access bars, quick access commands, ribbons, we can go here to show quick access toolbar below ribbon. If I click here and click OK, you can that the quick access bar here came under or below the ribbons. This is if I want to add more and more commands here to the quick access bar. So how can I add more and more commands? Simply by going to any maybe, because it can't be added. But if I go for example to duct here and add to quick access toolbar, you can see that the duct here is added automatically to the quick access toolbar. And if you don't want this duct, as we talked before, you can go to customize and go to the duct, and simply you can delete it. If I delete all of these, for example, the quick access and left, for example, open and new, you can see that the quick access to 30 minutes and so on. I will not talk about all of these, but maybe some of these you can discover all of these by yourselves. For example, here the file locations of the library and the templates. I can change them, add more from the library, or for example, if I want to add this, you can see that it was added. Maybe if I don't want this, I can remove this from the list here. Or also I can arrange, for example, these templates that appear in the recent file screen, or when we click on new or something like that, from here. Also other things, you can unclick here and say okay, it will remove this cube box as you see here, but I need it, so I can go to options. If by accidentally something have gone, you can go to option and return it back. So the options can control most of the views, or the let's say file locations or something like that, graphics and so on. Discover this by yourself. Maybe something like let's say I don't know here about the abbreviation and the shortcuts. You can find something like that, maybe in the options. I don't know exactly, maybe or not. Shortcuts, yes, here the keyboard shortcuts. You can customize your shortcuts and search for what you want. For example, if I want to search about move, I will have move, its shortcut is MV. You can maybe remove this or add something else. For example, let's say wall. What is the shortcut of wall? Let's say here wall. WA is the shortcut of general wall ribbon or command. But if you want to add, for example, something to a structural wall, maybe let's say SWA, and if I click OK, you can see that the structural wall have a shortcut SWA. But I will return maybe to none or something like that. You can do anything you want. Okay, this is all about the quick access toolbar and the options, and we will continue in the next video. Thank you. Now let's talk about the left side here of the user interface. We talked about that previously, but let's talk about in deep. We have the properties and the project browser. Let's start by the project browser. As we talked previously, the project browser had all the views that can be controlled in the project. So we have plans. If I double click here, it will automatically go from the 3D view to the plans. And also we have the ceiling plans, the 3D views that we have. For example, this 3D view or other 3D views such as cameras and views. I have here a copy for the 3D view. The elevations, for example, if we have the elevations here, and also others of the views that we have in our project. And these are different from project to project about the arrange or the template that you have. For example, if I go back to the recent file screen and open another project here, you can see maybe that these names are different according to you and your arrangement of the project. So here we have ground floor, roof floor, outside, etc. site, and also the elevations, the legends. We have another names for this project. So if I return back here, you can see that here the level 1, which is the maybe the primary level, has name of level 1, but I can control that. Maybe if I want to change it, for example, to another name, I can right click and then go to rename and rename it as I want. For example, ground floor, basement floor, first floor, as you want. And when I click here, it will give me a message that this will would you like to rename the corresponding level and views? Let's say yes. So if I click yes and I go to, for example, the elevation, you can see that the level also in the elevation and the section and any level associated to this level will be ground floor. So this is about the project browser. We will talk about that also later in details. Now, as you see, if I have here a lot of views opened and I don't want all of them, simply you can go here to the 3D if you want that to remain, and go to view and also close inactive. You can see that just the 3D view remains, and this is the other project. Maybe you can close it or leave it as you want. So now this is enough about the project browser. Let's talk about the properties here. As we talked before, this is the properties of any component of Revit you have selected. Now I am not selecting anything, so this is the properties of the 3D view. But for example, if I came here and select this one, you can see that this is the properties of the wall that I have selected. So I can change the type of the wall from here. If I select here, you can see that this wall type has been changed by selecting here from the properties and changing its type from the properties. Maybe you can change it to curtain wall or anything you want. So from here you can control the properties of any component that you have selected. And also, as you see here, we have also some properties of the components that we selected, and we will go on and talk about that later. It will give you some information about the properties of the selected component here. Now let's talk about the difference between these properties and the general properties that we have in edit type. So if I select this one and go to edit type, the difference here that if I change anything here, it will change the properties of the type itself in all the project. So for example, let's take an example here. If I select this curtain wall and came here to edit type, and for example the spacing between these mullions, maybe I change it for the vertical grid to 2 meter, or let's say 2.4, like the spacing, horizontal spacing, and apply it. You can see that this property will change all the spacing for all the type, not just for the selected type, but any change. Maybe if I select this and change, for example, any property here, I don't know if we can change here any property. we have layers here. So if I want to show the layers, I have to go to the detailed level here and changing it from coarse, you can see medium, and you can see fine. So you can by this way see the layers of this wall as you see here. And if I go here to shaded mode, you can see it clearly. We have layers of this wall. So how to determine these layers? To determine these layers, I have to go to edit type and now to edit, and you can see here for the edit assembly, you can see the wall assembly here for each layer of the wall, the material of this layer, the thickness, and the wraps structural, if it is a structural material. As you see in this wall, the structural material is the concrete masonry unit, and also the variables that it will be changed or be fixed as we determined it here. So this is the way how to determine the layers of any wall you created. The second thing that you have to do is this wall from where to where it will be. So if I go to 3D, now if I click on the wall, you can see here in the properties, instant properties, that the top constraint is unconnected. If I changed it to level 2 and apply, it will be connected to level 2 as you see here. To see it more clearly, you have to go to shaded and see that. And also you can determine that in the elevations. So in the elevations, as you see, it will be connected to level 2. And here, as we said before, if I click on the wall, you can see that it has a base constraint and a base offset from the level. So if I determine here some let's say dimension by 1000 millimeter, you can see that the start of the wall will be 1000 millimeter from level 1, and if I go back to 0, you can see that it will start from level 1. And also the same thing for the top constraint, we have top offset. If I put here 1000 millimeter, you can see that the wall go above level 2 by 1000 millimeter. To check that, we have to go to dimension and see that it's 1000 millimeter. So the wall here, if I also change this to 1050, let's say like that, 1500 millimeters, it will go above level 2 by 1500 millimeters. And also we can have a negative value here. So if I go by minus 1500 millimeter and apply that, let's say that could not create integral reveal for the instance. Not important here. It will go below level 2 by 1500 millimeter. So this is the basics of how to deal with the height of the wall here, and you can check that in the instant properties here. Another thing to talk about the wall. So if I go back to level 1 now and create another type of wall or any wall, let's change the type here for generic or internal block. And as you see here, we have location line. So I can now start by drawing from the center line, because I determined that location line is the center line, so it will draw from the center line of this wall. But if I change to let's say finish face exterior and start drawing, you can see that it will draw from the exterior. So this is important, because if we go making a chain here like that, enter. Once I click enter, I have to choose. As you see, I have linear array here and radial array here, and I have the number that I want array to it and the movement type, and then I will go. You can choose the point that you want to array from it to specify the distance line, and now I want to have the distance between the center lines will be 1.5 meter. Then you can specify the number. For example, if I want to put 5, and then I will specify the distance, click, and this is ready. So now if I want to make array in the vertical side, I will do the same thing. So maybe I put 5 here. I will go to the center line, and then the distance between the center lines is 150 centimeter, and then it will be ready as you see here in the 3D. For the radial array, maybe we can now go to component, and let's choose something like this table. As you see here in the 3D, I have now a round table in the 3D. So I will go to level 1, and also I want to go and bring the component, the same component, which is the seat or the sofa, and put it here. Maybe I want to make this seat 4 seats along this table, so I can use the array or the radial array. So I will go here and choose the radial array, and then as you see I have here the center point. I want to change it and make the place here to the center line of the table. Then I will change the number to 4, and then click from here. You can also specify the angle, but I know that the angle is 90 degree, so by one click I have 4 seats around this table. For scaling objects in Revit, it may be used by using the scale tool in the modify tools. So not all the objects in Revit can be scaled, but most of them, such as lines or profiles, can be scaled, or if you import images in Revit. So I am here going to draw, for example, a wall. Choose another wall, curtain wall or something normal, for example here, and I want to go now to 3D. As you see, I have here a wall, and if I want to make edit profile to this wall, maybe I can now play with this, for example like that. I am going randomly, and if I click OK, maybe I can have this result. But maybe if I am working, I want to rescale this, I can use now scale, and if you see I have graphical and numerical. If I know that the graphical and the proportions, I can choose it and give the distance. For example, instead of 91, I want to make it 60, and then for the other one I can go and make it like that. So this is the graphical, but if I want to make, for example, scale of the here by numerical and I know the proportion, maybe I want to make it by half, so I will click the base point and will automatically go and make it like that. Also, you can bring any image, and by the same way you can make a scale. So this is some applications of scale. For rotating objects in Revit, I will choose maybe this seat. and I want to rotate it 90 degree, you can simply go here to level 1 and then go to modify tools. I will select rotate, choose the object that I want to rotate it, click enter, and as you see I have now the flexible line, but I have to click from where to start rotating this object. So if I want to rotate it 90 degree, for example, it will be rotated like that, but it is not rotated here because it is now in a group of array, so this will not work. Instead of edit the group, so by editing the group I will click here and then go to the rotate, click now to the objects and give the angle and making it like that. By finishing the group it will be like that, so that it will be rotated 90 degree. So it is simple tool. Maybe also you have, for example, this wall and you want to rotate it maybe 30 degree or something like that. You can click now, but you don't want to rotate it from the center line, you want to rotate it from this base point. So you can place now the point, a base point, to this point or this point, and then starting rotating by 30 degree. It will be rotated like that. Trim and extend tools are very important in Revit, and now I will show you how to use it. So I am going to draw a wall like that, and maybe I have a wall like that, and now I want to extend these two walls together. So I can go to trim extend to corner, and simply you can choose this wall and then choose this wall, and they will be extended together. Another application, you may have some tools, some walls maybe like that, and you have one like that. Now if you choose trim extend to corner, and from here to here they will be extended like that, but if you choose from here, let's say to here, it will be extended in this way. And for the other ones, which are trim extend single element, I am going to now, maybe you have some cases like that. If you have an exterior wall here and you have maybe interior wall here, and you want to extend them together, you can choose trim extend single element. You will choose now the object that you want to trim or extend to it, and then the other one, it will be extended like that. And for the application of the trim extend multiple elements, maybe sometimes you can have multiple interior walls and you changed the position of this, and it will be a gap between them. You can simply go now to modify and choose trim extend multiple elements, choose the element that you want to extend to it, and then 1, 2, it will be extended automatically like that. So this is all for today. I wish that you are interested in this video. Goodbye. In this tutorial I will use AutoCAD and import some sketch for this house, and to show you how is the procedure to import the CAD files to Revit in order to start, or you can also start from the scratch, but this will help you at least in the outlines, and then you will continue by detailing in Revit. So I am here in AutoCAD, as you see, and I have this small plan of a small house, which is a ground floor plan for a small single house that contains from living room, kitchen, bathroom and bedroom. But the problem here that I have also multiple drawings such as elevations or something like that, so what is the solution here, because I want just this plan to be in one view in Revit. So I will use this technique in order to have this plan. You can also delete these and also have this one only, but I have another technique. But before doing that, I will try to clean up what is not required. For example, these dimensions, I don't want them to be in my view, so I will get this is enough, so that because I want to retracing these lines in Revit. So once I have this, I want just this one to be in my view, so I will try now to have this one. How can I do that? I will try to press W for window, and I will have this window also. So this window is asking me to select the object, so I will click here and select my object, or the drawing that I want to include in my view, and then click OK. You have the opportunity to save it anywhere you want. I will save it on my desktop, and let's give it a name of ground floor or something like that. OK, and save it. Also, for the units, you have to be sure what the units you have to. So I will try to use meters in order to let Revit I determine what is the units. Okay, after that I will go to Revit, and then I will click on new. For new, I will choose my own template, which is parametric BIM template, and in next videos I will show you how you can set up your own template also. So I will click OK and try to now start the new project. Now once I was in Revit, I will go to Insert, and then I will go to Import CAD, and I will go to choose my ground floor that I have selected. You have now this window, so try to click here for current view only, and then for these the colors, I always prefer to have black and white. You have the opportunity to preserve the layers if you have layers, or invert them to another colors, but I will choose black and white. And then for the import, I know that I worked in meters, so I will choose meters. And for here positioning, you have the opportunity to auto link this drawing, but I will choose manual origin or manual center and click open. Once I clicked open, I will have the plan that I created or bring it from AutoCAD. You have the opportunity to put it anywhere you want, so I will put it here and try to work over that. So I am here in Revit with my imported plan, so I will try to use these lines to retrace the work on them. So first I will start with my walls and choose wall architecture. Now you have the opportunity to choose what you have walls, but I will go with exterior wall, which is the generic that I have created in this template. Once I click here, I will have the opportunity to choose from where these walls are starting, from level 1 to level 2. It will give me as a default, so it is okay for me. And I will now try to draw over these walls from level 1 to level 2. But if you have other plans, or such as first floor plans, you have to play with that, and you have to add levels to what you want. And also, as you see, I have here a green tab here. You can control the drawing from here. For example, the location line, which is the wall center line or core center line or exterior interior. You have the opportunity to choose from these. We will talk about that separately in a separate video about walls, but for now I will try to draw from the wall center line, and I have the opportunity to pick the lines. So I have these lines from AutoCAD, so I will pick these lines to draw over them. Once I have that, you can see that I can pick this line. So let's try to change that from wall center line to maybe exterior. So once I click that, you can see that I override this we want to change it, you can click on it, and for the level 3 it will give you also this message that you have the to change it also in the project browser. So I will go with yes, and as you see, once I put yes, the level name changed from level 1 to ground floor. Also for level 3, maybe you can rename it for example outside or anything you want, maybe the site level or something like that. And also for level 2 I will go with for example maybe floor, a roof floor, and click here OK and yes. So now maybe we can go to the 3D. Maybe you can select this one and also select all instances visible in a view, and in that case I will go for the base constraint or the base offset with -30, because the walls must be extended to the exterior level or the outside level. Also for the interior, maybe you can do that, but we have also not to do that for the interior, just for the exterior. Okay, now we have done with the walls and the levels. Let's move to maybe the floors. So I will go and add the floor here on level 1 or the ground floor. So I will go to ground floor, and now I will go to architecture, floor, and let's choose floor architectural. Once you choose that, you have the opportunity to draw a new wall, but because we have walls or lines, we can pick lines or pick walls. And this is very important because when you have a section, you have to extend your floors to the structural element of the walls. So I will go with pick walls, and now pick these walls like that, and as you see, the lines will be extended to our structural element. So now you can press OK, and you will have this message, and this message tell you that you want to attach or something like that. For the walls, I will go with no, and then you will have this floor. If I go to 3D, you can see that we have these floors. We have this floor on the ground floor of our house. But now there is something important that you have to check also here, which is the inside and outside of the walls. So I will go with from coarse to fine to see what we have here. As you see here, we have the finish in the outside, and this is okay, but in other walls we can see that we have the finish in the inside, and this is not what we want. So simply you can flip it out like that, but it will be here. So you can use now the align tool to align these walls, something like that. And also for all the walls you can do the same procedure. I will align these in order to make them in the correct way. So as you see, the finishes will be outside here, and also for all the walls I will do the same procedure. Once you have done with the walls, you can notice that there is some modification here. This interior wall will be this with this side, so I will use align and simply choose this line and this line, and it will be fixed automatically. So now we have done with the floor and the walls. let's add the windows here that we have. But as you see here, if I go to course and also for the fine or for the medium, I will not see the windows here or here or as it was in the AutoCAD. So what is the problem here? That the our walls came over the imported. You can simply have many ways to do that, and let's say show your windows in order to also put the windows in Revit over them. You can choose the imported and then came here to the properties, and as you see for others here we have draw layer, which is background. You can simply go with foreground and you can see your windows over the walls. Even you have cores here, you can see also them. But also there are another approaches for here. Maybe you can also, if you don't know this procedure and you have background and you haven't the opportunity to make it foreground, let's suppose that maybe you can go here for the visual style and make it as a wireframe, but it is closed because I here have a view template, and also I will learn you how you can do a view template for all role plans, for example, or elevations or site plan. You can also came here to visual visibility and graphics, and also or not visibility and graphics, you have to go to the let's say the not the annotation or analytics. You have to go to model display, and for that you can choose wireframe, and okay, you have now the wireframe. But also we can't see that because we are in the course. If you go to fine, you can see that as you see. But the simplest way also to choose the foreground. So I will go back now and choose my imported and came with foreground like that. And also now the time to add the windows and the doors for the plan. So simply you can in this wall. Also, the cell height is very important topic to say about that. So the default cell height here for the family is 21.5, but you can also change it for all the type, or you have the opportunity to this is an instant parameter, so you can change just for this window. For example, if I click 100 maybe and 20 centimeter, you can see that the window came over because the cell height will be from the ground floor about 120 centimeter. And also you can change it from this parameter, temporary parameter dimension. For example, if I put maybe 100, you can see that the window came below. So this is the way. If you want to modify the windows and the dimension of windows, also you have the opportunity maybe to change the height of the window. Maybe I want it to be 120 or 150, let's say. So once I click apply, you can see that it will be changed. Maybe it is not obvious to you. Let's say that 100 and apply. You can see that it will be changed automatically because we have these parameters of the dimension. So this is the way how you can change the height of the window, the cell of the window, the width of the window, and the parameters also that we have in this family of this window. So I will now try to also give some windows here. So I will go window and choose this type or another type, but let's say see what is the dimension of our windows here. So I will click here and see that we have two windows maybe similar to each other. Let's say it's 1 meter width, so you can go and choose something with width of let's say 100, but we don't have, so let's choose this one. Maybe you can put it here and click and edit type and repeat the same procedure, because the width is 100 and 100 centimeter, and also the height I will choose all of them 150 centimeter. You can see that it is fixed. Maybe it is not fixed, or maybe it is not fixed as we want, so I will go with TL. As you see, there is a difference here, so I will use to align this window to be at this side. And also now I will go and create similar, and also put this one here. Maybe we have another one similar in the kitchen here, and also we have one, maybe we can use this one because it is maybe the same. Let's say yes, it is the same. And also for the bathroom I will go and click for another one. Let's take a small one. I think that we have to measure also what is the dimension here. It is 60, so you can choose the window. You also have to duplicate and arrange your names, your windows of the families that you have in this template or this project. But for the tutorial you got the point. Maybe I think it is 60 for the width, and for the height let's take maybe 75. Anyway, you can adjust that and adjust this dimension once you want. And also I will go with to align this window with what we have here. So I think everything is okay. This is for the accurate, but for the point I think that you got it. If I go to 3D, you can see that I have these windows on our walls, but let's say that we have to unify the top or the head of the windows here. So I will go to align and also click tab here to tap the top of this wall of this window and align the window of the bathroom to it. You have the opportunity to lock them together. So now we have done with the windows. Let's add the doors. So also with the same procedure, I will go with architecture, one chair with this table, but I want to make 4 chairs around this table. So simply you can copy it maybe and rotate, but instead of doing that you can do the array and choose the polar, and here I will choose 4 and will make a place here for the center of this table and try to bring the second one here, and it will automatically generate 4 chairs around this table as you see here. And I showed that in a previous video. If you don't see it, I will put it above in the card. So now we have, maybe I think it is okay for the furniture. If you want, you can add any component you want from the component, and if you don't have that, you can go to the libraries and add the component that you want. So now we are done with the furniture. So let's now check if everything is okay. I think I have here some error because this wall is not aligned with this wall from the imported CAD, so I will try to fix it by move it. It's not about the accurate, you can use the align to be accurate, but just for this tutorial I will move on quickly. So I will now maybe hide this one, HH, to hide this. You can notice that the window of the bathroom is not shown, or it's not obvious here, because this issue is related to the view range. So how we can fix that? I will go now to the view range here. Maybe we have to change this to none in order to open the view range. I think we have something here that is called the view range. So this is related to the cut plane, because if you see here that we have here something that is the cut plane is not cutted the maybe the bathroom window. So because the cut plane is over 120 centimeters, so I will put it to 200, and let's see if I apply that. You can see that the window is appeared in the plan. So this is how you can fix this issue. And now I will go back and apply the view range, the view template to let's say the site plan, in order to have the unified representation of all plans that we have. And I will show you that how you can do the view template in next videos. Now I think floor, let's add the roof, or the second floor, or the roof floor plan to the top of this. I think we have to make a flat roof, but if you want to make a footprint, I also provided another video. You can go to the channel, and or I will put it in the card above. Now let's go to roof floor and add a roof, or I will also use, maybe you can use a floor or a roof here. You have maybe to add the roof by footprint, and also do not define the slope to make it flat. But I will go now in this tutorial to architectural floor. And now this is important that you have to choose the big wall, because we have also the walls with the structural and the finishes. So I will choose these walls, but also you can see here that we have an important issue, which is extend into wall to core. If I do not click it, you can see that it will be in that side, but this is not accurate actually, because we have also, as you see in the previous, that we have to extend these floors to the finishes. So I will come from here. You can see that you have the hidden line, so you have to choose this one in this case, because I want my floor to be extended to the finishes, or the last of the structure. And if you want to change that, you can play with the extend into wall to core or something like that, or play with the floor lines once you finish. But in my case, I am interested in that, and I will show you why I am doing that. If I click OK, it will ask me if you want to attach the walls to this roof or floor. I will not attach it now, and I will choose no for that. And as you see here, if in the 3D, I will have this one because I want to attach them manually now for these walls, which are the interior. So now I want to go to ground floor and have a section here. So I will create a section here and double click here to see what we have in this section. As you see, we have this floor and this floor and these walls, and they are interacting with each other, but this line must be removed. How we can remove that? We can remove that by going to modify and then join geometry. I will join this floor with this wall, and as you see, it will be removed automatically. And also for this one I will do the same, and also for the ground floor I will do the same, and also here. And as you see, if I turn to fine, you can see that this is the correct way of joining the floor to the walls here or at the top. But now, as you see, the interior walls also is interacting with the roof or the floor. So we have now, maybe I can now choose this one and attach top base and then choose the wall here. And also for the others, maybe you can also, for if you have a bigger project, you can select all instances visible in a view, and by one click you can attach them to the roof. And if I make a section box here, I don't know if the section box is appeared here. Let's see, we have Let's to see what we have. Maybe the interior walls also need to have some materials, so I will go to the materials here. Maybe I can find something like brick. Yes, I have this brick. Maybe for the cut pattern it is good, or you can change it as you want and change the scale as I showed you. So I will go OK, and you will have this representation for the interior walls. And also if I turn back to the course, you will have this color that we assigned to it. I think this is enough for this tutorial. This is too much, and maybe in the next video I will show you how to add the stairs and also the site plan for this project. And also if I go to 3D, you can see the topography here, how we can create the topography alongside our small house, and also some site components in this project. So if you are interested in these videos, like and share these videos, and also do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos such as these. Have a nice day. So as you see here, I have two stairs maybe in the entrance, as I am having two levels with 0 at the level of the home and -13. If I go to the elevation, maybe the north, you can see that I have ground floor and the outside level. So we have in our plan two stairs to reach to the level, up to the level of our home. And this line from the CAD, these lines from the CAD file that we have imported to our project template in order to help us to continue with this project as a guidelines. And also we have two stairs here. So how we can create these stairs? First of all, I would like to go to architecture and to stairs. And also you have two approaches here to create the stair. Maybe you can create it by sketch, and this is the logic here. You can sketch the boundaries and the risers of these stairs, and then try to finish this sketch in order to create the stair. And also you have the opportunity to create a run, and then you can maybe modify this run, and we will go with this approach. So I will select this run and try here for properties to determine from where to where the stair will be. So I will go here for the base level to outside, and for the top level to the ground floor, because the levels from outside, which is -30 to 00, which is the ground floor. So I will start to maybe draw this stair, and it will give us something like that. But if you see that our stair have a custom shape, so simply we can click on the stair, and here above you can convert to sketch. So this is my preferred approach in making the stairs that have not more than 3 or 4 stairs. So you will get this message, it's converting an automatic landing. Yes, you will close this, and then you will go and edit this sketch, and simply you can edit this sketch. If you see that we have now here the boundary, so I will try to drag this to this limit. And for this one, you can even use the align tool to align this one to this one, but also you can delete it and try to draw your boundaries like that. And also for the riser, we have vertical risers, so you can go to risers and then try to select these. Maybe the boundary is not here, it will be from here to here, because this line is the cantilever, but we didn't do it. Okay, now you can trim and extend. I will use this trim and extend to corner to close the riser and the boundaries together like that. And now we have the sketch ready for our stair or first stair here. You can simply click OK and see the result. Maybe in the 3D we can see it. Yes, we have one stair, but the other stair will be the landing in this case. So I will now finish this one and see how to do the landing. You will get this annoying railing. You can simply delete them if you don't want them, and then you can go. Now also I will go to select my stair. I will edit my stair here, and for here you can see the landing here. So I will sketch my landing such as like that, because I have a landing here. So once you sketch the landing, you can see that your landing will be automatically created like that. Once you hit finish, you will get this result, and this is my approach in creating stairs. If you go and create a section, you will get a good idea, a good result for the stairs. Let's create the other stair in the other side of our home here. With the same approach, you can go. Maybe you can also select this stair and create similar here without any further addition to go to the order or the options and go that. So I will use the same approach. So I will go to run and then try to draw any stair with any type. Maybe you have the opportunity here. There is no need to maybe modify the sketch because it is rectangular. So I will now also draw for the landing and sketch the landing. Maybe you can use the rectangular tool here to draw from here to here. You can see now that we have this one. If I click OK, I will get this result. So now we have done with our, maybe we have something wrong here. I will check now. You can see now the base level is ground floor. No, it is outside, and the our top level is ground. So we will adjust that. Sometimes you can't adjust like that because you will have some constraints. So you will repeat, and from the beginning you will check your